push back. Bodvar going for a beautiful seduction. Gonna get an extension on 3 people into the fear. Oh, that's gonna be a real good push for Astra.
So much.
Oh!
So much.
Oh!
There we go. Merlin now really low on HP.
Merlin Bros. Oh no, say it ain't so.
Merlin Bros.
It's dark, sir. It's looking dark.
Oh, there's the Satan. Wait, the cover by Mikyal saves the Satan.
Yeah, they did it last game, and I don't doubt they can do it this game.
Gonna have to pick a target and stick with it. Brian Ricardo took a lot of damage. Lucy also taking damage right now. They're kind of cleaving a little bit.
Holy! What the hell just happened there?
That's a 3-piece.
That
Right
was
in a row. 1, 2, 3.
The 4v5 LB showdown here.
Kezzy looking like she wants to set up early. Is she going to get the cover from Tina?
Big dance early. Take it LB down.
Right up.
Goes the cover. Ready.
Is that both Bahamut's out too?
It is. That's a lot of damage.
Oh, it is.
Stage Cage goes down at the 50.
Good use of the staggering defensive
It's a
LBs,
minute,
but he
though.
explodes because the Dragoon lands on him with the light debuff from Sage, and the Sage
Yep.
Cage is wasted.
He waited until the Stage Cage was down to go up.
Nice play from Census there to take
Yeah.
out the Sage.
Sage tried to come into tank.
What
Sage
Dragoon
got taken
LB?
down by Dragoon LB,
What
yeah.
Dragoon LB? That was crazy. It looks like they're gonna follow up with a nice Monk LB too. They had the Scholar LB all ready to back them up. They came in fighting, used all of their LBs, and that's how they won the game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Community Roulette, episode 28, starring Aeon XII. Aeon, how's it going?
It's been going great. John, thank you very much for having me. I'm really excited to be here. Always a pleasure to be commentating for you and to see everyone in the PvP community just coming together to play some good old-fashioned crystalline conflict.
Yeah, glad to have you. You're always fun to hang out with and a great commentator. Very funny, very animated. Always a good time. And we are also starring Ashy Mirror, Ashtray Nation Rise Up.
Mate, you are a true member of the Ashtrays, John. I'm excited to get into some community roulette. I have been having an LP itch definitely increased recently with building my team, and a couple of the players I actually met from community roulette, including a couple of Phil. So community roulette is a place I hold very special, and I am happy to commentate with you guys, well, with Aeon, and hang out with you during the time as well, John. And obviously everybody in chat.
Yeah. Let's see here if I could get my cursor to move over. There we go. Alrighty. So these are our casters for tonight. There's their links right there in the Twitch chat. If you are not already following them, please do so. They're both great people. I love them to pieces. Some of my absolute favorite people in the community. Anyway, we've got the party finder up and teams are populated. Astra, we've got where is it? We've got Flan, Cell, Census, Valiant, and Scotty. Umbra, we've got Noodles, UC, Taro, Elsie, and Citri.
I'm pretty sure most of these are repeat names. Like most of these people have, played in events. I'm not sure I recognize Cell.
Yeah, I
But
would say.
even any new names, or even a name because I haven't seen it before. I'm excited to see what they play. Looks like they're on Astra right now.
Yeah, like I've met actually a few of these people just actually recently. So UC is one of the people that I've met recently. Taro as well. Like I've just and Valiant Wong. I've seen them in just in the casual queue stuff because a lot of the ranked community is just doing casual queue syncs and duo queues because it's, dare I say, fun to play with your friends. And yeah, so it's been really nice meeting some of these people and stuff. And I've seen their gameplay, so I'm very excited for this match actually. And looks like they're going for very fair, just restrained, one healer, one tank comps. I appreciate that. We're all just being respectful here. We're not breaking out the war crime compositions just yet.
Listen, there are still some war crimes being committed, Aeon. I see two samurais in this game right now. And, we will have some cheating touches. For sure. I'm waiting. We'll see a 5-man.
He's waiting for the mythical 5-man.
God's strongest samurai believer.
He really is. So we do have some newer people here that haven't participated before. So just a refresher, Community Roulette is a casual LP event designed to get people into team play without needing to organize your own team or look for a place to do scrims. That being said, the teams are random. I try to do some matchmaking myself just to ensure that no team gets really stomped. Sometimes it gets away from me. I don't know everybody, and I don't know everybody's skill level, and sometimes people may have super stellar days or may have bad days. So it's very casual, no stakes whatsoever. All the prizes that we offer are based on participation only. So all you gotta do is come down, play, and you're entered to win. And speaking of prizes, we are giving away the customary portrait by Madam Sharky, who's one of my favorites to hire for these because those portraits come out rad as hell. And then Cell, one of our participants tonight, is doing cartoon commission work for winner for tonight, as well as this weekend. This weekend I'm doing games for PV Princess's Ren Fair 2. So you'll have another chance to win a portrait by Sharky and a commission by Sal then as well. That's this Saturday on the 15th. Let me get this last sign up.
Oh yeah, I'm doing 2 Ren Fair events as well actually.
Yeah, you're a
I
busy
think I'm
man,
on
too.
for dueling and rival wings. Boy. I think there's actually quite a lot of prizes up for grabs for just everything in general, so
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of shit people are giving away. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be
I
big.
do like how the Ren Fair scene just started with the PvP community.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right?
It's the most unlikely place, but I do know there's a lot of overlap with people who do RP and PvP. So
oh yeah, we're all the live action role players in heart, but not big. But we all got locked up in the plague happening,
Yeah, it's just really funny because I guess like I've always said, like in both communities, the players are the content, both for RP and for PvP. So I guess in that sense there is that Venn diagram, but still, and it's great. You know, these events have been like largely successful. So I do recommend if you haven't been to one, try pull up to those in chat.
Oh, absolutely. It's also a great place to improve as a player in general. Like, will be an entirely different beast compared to like casual queues. Not to say that to like scare anyone but people can like flourish in different environments. Like, maybe you don't do so good in like the solo queue, but like in LP you might actually have decent success. Now there is obviously like a Venn diagram of like skill overlap.
Yeah.
But expose yourself to it. Maybe it'll be the trigger to that little bit of change that helps you get past that like mental block, or maybe it helps with your knowledge base in general.
Well, I do think that basically it does allow you to eliminate the variable that, oh, is my team unreliable? So you can entirely focus on your own gameplay, basically. Because you could be like, well, okay, if my team is good and like I'm still not feeling like I'm doing much, then it's definitely not my team. So I can then identify like where my flaws are, you know what I mean? A lot easier. That's kind of like the mindset for it. But in that sense, that's also only if you're like really concerned with self-improvement. Otherwise, it's just nice to have people that follow the, you know, hitting the one marker. Really, that's just kind of like the main thing. Because this game is definitely built for that. And speaking about hitting the one marker, I'm hoping to see, you know, a lot of like chase down from Umbra here. You know, you see on Dark Knight. You know, we're trying to get the plunge procs, the plunge resets happening. So definitely. I'm going to both tanks have to play aggressive here in this opener for sure.
They do. The recuperate punish after the plunge is definitely, it adds up to quite a lot of health in the long run. Although I think UC is going to poke his head out and get absolutely chunked down straight away because of it. They're going to sure. A big stun coming up from Tyro. Big
wow.
Astra basically locks in, where Flan just goes absolutely beast mode, cleaving all over UC's face and LC's. Astra is just kind of like, you know, they're going to poke up, push the point, maybe get the last couple of kills. Citri can't keep her alive, unfortunately.
They were so ready for that Dark Knight to come out, and like, did you see how Valiant had like basically like 10 HP left and somehow still made it out? Like, shout out to Cell for like keeping them alive.
Yeah, that is the big pumping right there. I imagine that was probably like mostly like Nebula, Heart of Corundum.
Yeah, a lot of like the timing of the heals as well, like sort of just waiting at the exact moment rather than like pre-popping it. Risky, but you know, it paid off. You now have a Gunbreaker LB spinning on the point here. Valiant Wong taking a lot of HP damage. Oh, Cell also going down here. Valiant Wong might be dead out of guard here if Umbra pushes the offense.
It doesn't really matter too much. It looks like both teams will just be able to like disengage here with a couple, like maybe UC goes down, but I think he'll be fine. They did touch the 50, so it doesn't really matter too much like overall right now. So
and bombs are slowing them down because they don't really want to guard just to like push the crystal at this point. So the only thing they have to be concerned about is now obviously the orbs, right? The Skittles. They're collecting them. They're getting more LB here, so they're gonna have Exodia theoretically by this next
Plan has Limit Break, so does Skadi. Census gets their spoon on Astra. Umbra has a little bit more of a disadvantage, but here comes the big fight. Are we going to see a big bar from Arrow? Maybe we see one come out from Skadi first, which does gain a little bit of point pressure. However, if we see Tyro's in real big trouble. Oh, cheating comes out from Flam. Any cheating touches? Doesn't look like so. Maybe do we see a Raw LB? No, but Skadi does manage to get that first follow-up kill in the team fight. UC trying to hold on to point. The rest of the team is just going to... Oof. I don't think there's much they can do. They do pop for Dark Knight LB, which I think is an interesting choice. Like, the fight is already down. LC falls in the back line.
They immediately popped off.
I guess he's forced to back out here, but is he kind of cooked? Actually, I guess he does push
he is very cooked. He's
cooked, doesn't he?
It was basically a situation where they were just trying to bait out the Dark Knight LB. As soon as it happened, they just swapped off. I do want to actually give a shout out to like Umbra though. They were hitting a lot into Flan to like try and bait out Cheetan. And for the longest time, like, you know, they were just continuously hitting. The minute Flan popped out cheating, they immediately stopped. Like the amount of like control they had over their aggression and their awareness is really, really good.
Oh, absolutely. Being able to predict and obviously like counteract your opponent's plans is a huge skill in CC. On the point, we have a little bit of a situation. Citri does have their LB available. Cell is getting poked down. Will they fall?
Wow.
They don't have enough healing to stay up. Oh my god, they actually do manage for the first one to
No!
fall. You see him beside. That is big. Flan doesn't have cheating. Citri's dead.
Astro
Oh
never
my
die. Astro
Flan
is
still holding
immortal.
their cheating. I guess it's valid. Say we'll just push the point on the back line. Noodle's trying to get back. Doesn't really matter. Flan is just probably going to step up here and just Zan the first person. They get a decent chance. Maybe we even see a roll Zan to push point. Kuzushi Yusi gets taken down. And it looks like they'll go right in here. They're on 99.5.
Citri has one shot, but I don't know if they're gonna be
killing Zantetsu against Citri.
No, it ghosted. Wow. It was so close. Yet so far. Good try though. Good try. Man, I'll tell you what. This map though, Gunbreaker thrives so well because it's already difficult to kill, like compared to other tanks. When you give it all these corners to play with, it practically becomes immortal in the right hands.
Well,
you know, and
I feel like that logic also rings pretty true as a samurai main personally. Like, I hate the line of sight on like 170 ping, but on materia, I love Volcanic Heart. Like, it is just so snappy when you can get those dashes around the corners.
yeah.
And obviously we function differently, but we just both love being able to like get around and absolutely chunk out people while using that corner to line of sight like the majority of the enemy team. It is a huge strength just to be able to reposition slightly and cut people's like ability to damage you massively. In the short term at least.
I think yeah, the way the comp was sort of set up for Astra as well was quite nice because I mean you have a lot of like defensives going on. I mean you got the Picto just generally being able to like amplify like defenses and heals and stuff with, and you know, with their limit break. Gunbreaker being a very nice tanky front line to like give Picto that space to play, and then you have Summoner who's able to like put Radiant Aegis on like whoever needs it most. So essentially it limits the targets you can really choose on opener and in fights in general, and it forces the other team, Umbra specifically, to like swap off really quickly. But when you have a Dark Knight trying to get plunges, you tend to try and like commit to one target, right? So it becomes very difficult to try and like do target swaps, because if you target swap off someone else, maybe if you get the kill, fine, but the Dark Knight has to invest a lot of resources into doing so, and then you know it's really just scuffed and uncomfortable for them to play. So yeah, no, I really like appreciate how they've sort of tried to handle that pretty difficult situation. To see if if we have some adaptation. I mean, I think we have a Bard now, right? LC has has swapped off, if I recall. Yes. Yep. Okay. So Noodles on White Mage. So we're going for something with a 60-second limit break to try and counter the sort of early pressure that Gunbreaker would have at 60 seconds. With the White Mage beam, you can't really argue with that either. But the concerning thing is you are trying to out heal an Astrologian, which is kind of like ridiculous at this point.
Yeah.
But the damage profile should be good because it technically White Mage does do more damage, like in terms of burst.
LB generation with its LB for its allies too is a huge factor. That's never to be discounted.
Yeah, so let's see if they're maybe gonna try to play a bit more aggro this time, because I think one of the main things is that they did let in the opener let Valiant get too much space. I feel with Dark Knight, you know, you're trying to like group as many people as you want, as you can, right? And the thing is that he only really got one. They only really got one pull in, which then gave the rest of Astra more space to move around and play around. So I think establishing that early pressure is going to be important for UC, especially against a team like this. to try and like.
I think one of the things that made the problem in the last opener was UC didn't get their guard up before they took a huge chunk of damage.
Oh yeah.
They got the suck, and then I think they tried to commit like too much damage. I think that one of the dangerous things of getting like a big suck like that with Salted Earth is you make yourself the prime target of everybody's "oh shit, I need to hit somebody" reflex.
Yeah, of course. But then then you got to be prepared for that, right? Dark Knight does have a lot going on, like on the winners plunge, so it's like TBN, plunge, suck, then Shadowbringer. It's like it's a lot of APM. So I can imagine like a guard kind of slips through the cracks there. And look at that, Valiant Wall already starting up.
Going in along with the rest of Astra. They are trying to take down LC Noodles. Two of them fall basically straight away. However, UC is going to try to slow things down, maybe get their guard up and try to let the rest of their team disengage. Maybe they sacrifice to die on point here. Citri is actually on cell in the backline. They will try to like dash back to try to support the rest of their team. I don't really think they'll be able to though.
No, they need. I think Citri just needs to die quick here because they are just going to try and run him down. This team is very suited to it. I mean, Gunbreaker 3 dashes, like we can now join the chase, right?
Yeah.
Man, that cleave was
while
huge.
We have a moment while we're like resetting, and obviously we have to wait for Citri to respawn. How can we explain for a second why fighting a 4v5 is so bad?
I mean, the thing is, you can fight the 4v5, but it needs to be in the moment, like trying to secure the kill to equalize, get a trade, right? If you're given time for the enemy to reset, it's not as good. So that's kind of why it's like, I mean, that's like
there's a big knock up there. Holy moly! I think 7 people went into the air. They all come down.
Oh, and a beam when you're coming down!
Beam from Noodles. Looks 2 people down. Basically, they can't even fight back. Noodles is trying to push the point. I see Flan trying to hold on, I think, but they've gotten behind a wall that I can't see. However, it looks like now Flan is the target of Umbra's attention. They do not have cheating available. They can't even reduce the damage they're taking. Their guard trying to hold on. These teams are splitting and my brain is hurting. However, I think Flan is partially taken down by the wind then.
Yeah,
gets whipped by the wind. TBN is definitely being, like, I think UC is doing a really good job of applying their TBN. However, for Cell now, as they come out of guard, they will be the target here. I don't think there's much they can actually do, but they are trying, and they look like they will actually manage to get away.
That's an interesting pop of Astro LB. Okay, looks like they're gonna just try to take the fight here, because Cell knows they're going down, but then they need to secure this kill under the effects right now. Because otherwise, that's one less major LB they're gonna have for like their 50% of like fight.
Big LBs coming out here though. Oh, it's a huge beam. They do manage to trade for it. They do get that counter send, but it's 3 for 1. And I think that's going to let Umbra keep pushing this and keep riddling down Scardy. And as I'm expecting, they look to go for a fast break.
It went from so, like, squarely in Astra's favor to now looking really bad, because now they have, the Dark Knight LB, which is going to be incredibly stally. Citri's going to threaten with Limit Break, so obviously a lot of AoE is going to be shut down. And then, of course, you have the potential for, like, either Bahamut or Phoenix. Oh my god, the Venn diagram right there.
Oh, there's a Picto Kick out here, actually. Cheating coming out from both Samurais, it looks like. Coming out from Flan. Citri falls before they even get to use their LB.
That is
However, that is quite interesting. They do look like they managed to hold on. They do need to get... Sorry. Astra does manage to hold on to their advantage, and they will be able to push back in. It's not too bad, though, because Citri still does have their LB. They may be able to turn this back in Umbra's favor. But that is a huge pushback opportunity wasted.
Yeah, and considering that also they managed to secure the kill on the Dark Knight before LB was able to go off, was such a good pick. Oh my goodness. Right now we have
also up. Citri's in trouble. Wait, Census?
Census gets sent immediately. Citri gets a kill right onto Valiant Wong. They're gonna try push this a little bit further to maybe make it so that, we have an extra 1% to play with when this gets inevitably pushed back. This is a very back and forth fight. Like, it's bar for bar. Wipe after wipe, basically. Back and forth.
So, looking at things for Astra, they've got Summoner LB, which is pretty big. How do you see what's more likely to be used in this situation than a Baha or Phoenix?
It has to be a
Because I'm
Phoenix.
sitting here and you reckon Phoenix?
Because there's 25 seconds left on the clock, and they need to like basically, and they have to deal with a Dark Knight LB, so damage here isn't going to have as much return. I feel like trying to stall things out so that the birthday cake and baseball can come out, so sort of stagger the defenses and just out attrition the enemy is the play here. This comp is built for that sustain, so they should utilize it.
There's the big engage, huge!
Unless they get a kill! Unless they get the kill! Or just kill! Whatever! Just murder them!
That was an absolute, like, back and forth game of pain. Like, I was surprised by the end there. That felt sudden. Did people not get back on the point in time? Or was that...
they were dispersing because of Bahamut.
Oh my goodness.
And then it just like so basically what happened was I was like essentially like 2 people nearest to the point. 3 people in Umbra backed up because, you know, obviously trying to LOS. They just weren't expecting the 2 people who are around the point to just die instantaneously like that because of how fast the burst was. I am genuinely surprised that actually worked as well. I don't even think Astro was expecting, they were probably expecting, okay, we got Astro LB, you know, we're gonna have Picto LB, no, just boom. Like, sometimes the damage is all you need. Sometimes in PvP, you just need the kill. That's all you need.
Sometimes you can, it's almost weird that sometimes you can achieve the result that you want by doing something wrong. Or not necessarily wrong, but like suboptimal.
That's life lessons by Ash.
Oh, you give up on the hit and you go for like, oh, I'm gonna go for the gamble, and it just pays off.
And yeah, it worked. Like you know what? I am sorry, Scotty. I clearly was not a believer in the Bahamut. I'm now a Bahamut believer.
She's laughing at you, giving a good old One Piece laugh of bahahaha. I still have to get her to watch One Piece, but that's not for today.
I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, no, jeez, man, like, what the heck? No, that was an incredibly good game. Honestly. Someone's saying that, well, Flan's saying that they got massive lag spikes during the match as well.
Yeah,
by the way, they were on the winning team, so this is not cope. This is not cope.
there was a moment of some rubber banding, and other people are saying they saw it too. So, yeah, 'tis the season. It's DDoS-mas.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's. I've noticed recently that I haven't been getting kicked off as much from the DDoSes. So maybe they're getting a little bit better or affecting less places. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm finally getting like rewarded for being Australian, you know?
That's gotta be it.
Perhaps.
That's gotta be it. Alright, gentlemen. Party Finder is up.
You know, John, did you ever expect prior to, like, you know, joining the PvP community that you would also be, like, aware and like knowing so many people from like outside of NA, like heavily being involved in the North American PvP scene?
No, I did not, to be honest. There was, we did have one EU friend, me and my wife, we had one EU friend prior to getting involved in PvP that played NA. Yeah, I did not know how many of you there were.
You know, lag is a small price to pay to have a game live. You know, to have like a poppin' community.
Community or gameplay.
I think because, yeah, for me, if I'm playing an MMO, I'm playing specifically for the people, right? Like to meet people and to talk, the social aspect. If I just wanted to play for like optimal gameplay, you know what gives you 0 MS of lag? Playing offline in single player. So I just play Skyrim. So, you know what I mean? Like, so obviously, like, for me, ping doesn't matter as much. I mean, it does, don't get me wrong, especially when I'm climbing and then I get sniped behind a wall because my character was still out in the open on, you know, J Vermilion's screen. But, you know, in terms of, like, day-to-day, like, general player, like, experience, as long as it's not abysmal, I don't mind it. It's fine. Like, so.
We were adapted to the lag.
Yeah,
kind of.
It's the
Yeah, big shout out to Chile actually. Yeah, there's so many of us. True, dude. Like, the British have like set up little homes, little holiday homes in North America. We're buying up all your properties.
The McDonald's in Oregon.
The McDonald's in Oregon, yes, where I reside.
I've heard that American McDonald's is different to our McDonald's, Aeon.
Yeah, it is. I mean, for sure. I mean, the portions are like likely sort of bigger as well, but I think like also the flavor profile is different. Like from what I've heard,
Come on now.
bread in America is sweeter than bread that we have here in the UK. I'm not sure how it is in Australia, because apparently
I think we're the same as you guys. One of my aunts is English, and she was complaining about American McDonald's the whole time she was here.
yeah, so it's very interesting. But in terms of like menu items, I don't think it's like too dissimilar. The one thing we do say is like, so we call it Mackies, you call it Maccas. What's the short form for McDonald's in America in NA?
Some people call it Mickey D's, but
Okay.
yeah.
Mickey
Real
D's.
quick, want to shout out to Icy Kata for the follow. The Real Hot Chili Pepper for the resub. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And the raid from Kunta Storm, which is Direxel, one of our regulars. So thank you guys. I always say it. I appreciate the support. All of the financial support that comes in for the event goes right back to community, paying for casters and paying for artwork for prizes from community artists. So I super appreciate it. Thank you very much. And somebody had brought up a few weeks ago like how to support the event without having Twitch take a cut. There's a Stream Elements and a Ko-Fi below. And of course that would all be used to help pay for casters and artists as well. Let's see here. We've got the teams. They are present. We've got the casters. So it's time to bring up the...
Oh, we
Bring
are
up the wheel.
Gunbreak gaming this time. Oh my goodness. You know, okay, John, do you see as many Gunbreakers come out when I'm not on the panel, or is this just a thing that people do to like, you know, get some commentator bias? Like,
I don't know. I don't think we saw many Gunbreakers before tonight. It's not really.
Listen, I get you. I get
yeah,
you. I don't usually see this many samurais either. Like, I'm usually the samurai.
Exactly. But you ain't slick. You know what you're up to. You're trying to get like bias commentary, and it's gonna fucking work.
They want you to curse the other teams.
Have you guys seen the Dragon Ball Z Abridged? Because it's like, I know you're playing me, but you're right.
I don't think I've seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen a good portion of it.
Yeah.
Me and my wife have watched Hellsing Abridged probably a good 30-40 times. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
I just think because Gunbreaker in terms of LP still is a little bit awkward to play, mostly because it's still doing what it did previously before, which is just kind of like, you know, contesting point, pushing people off point. Does have a little bit of, you know, more ability to contribute to a team fight. But I feel like in terms of like, you know, utility, and we're looking at Paladin and Dark being like the main picks with like Warrior depending, right? Gunbreaker kind of doesn't really fit into the current meta, which is why I don't typically see it in LP. I know, for example, Shimori pulls it out in situations where like playing Paladin is just absolutely abysmal because, you know, the minute you cover someone, you just get, you know, guard shredded and everything, like, you know, it's completely cheeks. But when it comes to what it does contribute to a fight, Paladin is still better, even if it does play like a bit like painfully when you have to be sent because you're covering someone. So you don't end up seeing like a lot of Gunbreaker in LP scenarios. Maybe solo queue for sure, but you know, in here when everyone's so coordinated, yeah. So I'm glad to see.
I agree with you on that. Like, I feel like it's a matter of like you have to, as weird as it sounds, even though Gunbreaker is strong in like solo queue, to make it work in light party, you'd have to build a team around it.
Precisely,
which is funny to me for the solo queue tank for LP to make it work, you need to build a team around that in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a duality.
Yeah, you're building specifically to enable the Gunbreaker's win condition, which, I mean, you know, it's kind of just putting all your eggs in the one basket and making your game plan very strict and very narrow, when other compositions give you so many other options for different types of strategies that you can adapt on the fly, different win conditions as well. I mean, speaking of, I mean, we got Umbra over here with no healer, so they're just gonna have to full send this real quick, but it's fine because they got a warrior. So on this map, all maps
they do have good pump in, like, you know, a little bit of like damage mitigation with like Radiant, like Scales, Gunbreaker's Nebula.
Oh, they're going for side opener because they do not want to get rendered. Interesting pick. Okay, we'll see how
Very good choice.
I mean, this is probably Merlin. This is definitely Merlin's idea, 100%.
Like 1,000,000%. Citry is forced to use guard straight away as they poke their head out, and they are going to get absolutely chunked. However, in response to Sylvie is so low, they can't get the ground pot, and they basically will get forced down. Oh my god, Flan up in the front line, puts their guard up. They are going to try to recuperate, but they only have one recuperate. No. Even Nebula won't be able to keep them alive.
I love that. You see, the first time I ever saw the side opener was genuinely like during the content creator sort of clash. And basically what they did was they actually went on the wrong side. Merlin, intelligently enough, went on the correct side where he specifically stood in the path of where the crystal will end up. So basically, the enemy would have to push into them. Obviously, they could just like push the point a little bit and just stand there and wait. They did have, but then, you know, you have to deal with 2 60-second LBs. So honestly, it worked because of their comp, and yeah, like Merlin was very smart to identify that. Or actually, no, Astra, maybe Citri's idea. I don't know.
Oh, this does not look good for Umbra. 2 people fall basically straight away. Citri is trying to get out to get a quick reset. There's not really much. Sylvie's really just unable to resist because they're just outnumbered and just ratted down at that point.
Yeah.
Astra here has Sam LB up in about 20 seconds. Bard LB 2. If this extends for a long time, you know, even Black Mage LB is big. I wonder if they'll just try to bait out like Umbra's Exodia and get them to race benefit here. Cake does
Noodles
come
is
out
getting
immediately.
really low. Protect her! Protect the queen! You need the birthday cake to live! We got 5 stacks on Daddy Chili, but then actually Chili is actually backed up far enough so the 5 stacks don't actually matter. I love Gunbreaker LB, it's so good. Anyway, Citri now in guard as well. Merlin also pretty low. So in general, Astra is facing a lot of pressure. They do have to play a little bit back here. Let's see what Umbra can do with the extra space they made.
It's big that Citri does get to reset here. Merlin should be able to find a quick reset chance here, but I wonder if we'll see a Zan come out from Citri soon. Cassie will fall. Merlin's on point. They're trying to pull Flan down. Does he have Lethargy to slow him down?
No. They managed to dip out.
Merlin gets pulled into the wall, which stops him from being sucked into the rest of their team. Wait, Citri's up in their
Okay, it was only one.
That's not too bad that's a 1-for-1 trade. Citri had no resources that I'd say value. Oh wait, big warring screen from Citri. Elsie's in trouble, gets pulled back. They can't escape.
Nice.
Big LB from Chile, the huge Kamehameha wave. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z earlier. Cassie's on point. Oh, that is not good. Viper cannot heal if they cannot get the backlash off. Merlin trying to go in ice to hold on, but they cannot.
I think Valiant just has to die on point here for sure. That actually just, I don't know if they really want to like hold this off. The positioning's just a little bit awkward here, and you know, they forced the majority of Umbra to like use LBs at that point, so maybe they could just play for a White Mage LB here with Black Mage, get something going on.
See, at the very least, they've got rid of, like, you know, I think the Gunbreaker LB is, like, coming up. I think it was used a little bit before that fight. Warrior is the massive one. And, oh my god, it's already almost back.
Wow. So maybe here it's like an angle of, like, taking the fight quickly so that the Warrior LB is just not ready for this next fight. It is a little scary, but it's really just on the White Mage right now to try and get a nice beam.
A preemptive cake, maybe that's to prevent the engage that you were talking about.
Yeah. They're trying to buy time for Sylvie.
A little bit of a threat for himself, goes into ice, so they won't target Merlin straight away. Citri is trying to step into the back, but I think they're just ignoring her. Unless it looks like they will be trying to chase her down, and they do manage to get her. That is big. Umbra will try to continue to push. Valiant does try to get on point, although he does look to be getting off. I think they're trying to focus on the kill pressure right now.
Yeah, they were trying to like do
it. Comes out from Chile, although it doesn't quite do as much as they were probably hoping for. Valiant
it's alright. The heals are going to be
away.
huge. The big thing is also the heals, so it's
both
fine.
teams are kind of ignoring the point right now. They do look to go back on those last couple seconds. Umbra. Astra does have one member down, but the LBs up on their side are probably the more impactful ones as Umbra look to slow push this point. Number advantage will go in their favor as they are able to fast break into no contest.
Scotty still has LB as well for this next fight. It's going to be really, really useful in here to contest. Probably going to see Bahamut from Scotty as sort of per usual. So, but they need to like sink damage real like cleanly here because there's going to be a lot of mitigation.
Has LB coming up. Any cheating touches? Street cheating touches! Where's Vazan?
There it is!
That is huge. Flag falls. Oh no, Stitchery will end up trading. Daddy Chili has the beam up as well. This beam will lock in the fight. Please, Chili, drop the beam. And Noodles is the last one on point. I don't think there's much they can do as the point crystal times out and Astra gets the first win of this set.
I do like how as soon as you said drop the beam was dropped. The timing was impeccable.
He was begging for it. He was begging for it, I tell you.
I was watching it. I was watching that timer slowly hit to full, and I'm like, so here's one thing I noticed. As a Samurai main, let me gas up any Samurai players right now. Citri, I watched you press cheat in before you had your LB, and I'm like, Stitcher's doing the thing where they cheat in before LB so people don't think about it.
Yeah.
And I watched all three members, all the three melees touch the stove, and I'm like, Citri, if there's any time for a For My Ancestors, it's right now.
It was really, really good, and also like just really good composure from Astra in general. Umbra though did honestly made that look really freaking scary because I think one of the best plays they did, like in the end game part, was using the birthday cake preemptively to sort of dissuade any sort of aggression from Astra, because then they could play around that really pivotal warrior scream, right? But the problem with that type of sort of composition is that you need to be constantly like pushing, you need to constantly be aggressive, and you know, especially in this meta, it's not as like easy to pull off because every time you try to go and push forward, you risk overextending, especially when you're behind in the point. So really, you know, it's almost like if you're talking like card game terminology, you have a control deck versus like a rush deck, or like a burn rush deck, where you have to like end the game quickly, and just ride off momentum. Because the minute your momentum gets stopped, it's super hard to get back in the dive comp. Despite that, they pushed it all the way from 90 back to what, like 80.
Yeah, so they did almost make it. They were only like a couple of percentage short from being able to get the victory. So, you know, a game like that is absolutely incredible to watch.
Hell, I don't think I could have pulled it.
I hated it, but it was absolutely fucking amazing.
I definitely
Samurai LB sealed it.
Yeah, very pivotal. Well, I mean, there you go. So, you know, Ash, you were complaining about Samurai LB, but you know, Citri makes it look pretty good, you know?
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good. Meanwhile, I actually spotted, you were asking why Valiant got off point, because Valiant was trying to limit break Sylvie, but Sylvie just got into guard, and then, you know, kind of lived, because, you know, hey, it's a limit break that gives you 5 working days to react to it, you know? Sends you push notifications on your mobiles. Like, by the way, the Gunbreaker is limit breaking, and then it's like a tooltip appears. Did you know Gunbreaker can limit break? It can be blocked. It's just it is Garbanzo, please, Square Enix, next expansion, just give us Lionheart for our limit break. Just turn us into Viper. That would be very, very nice. Thank you.
Listen, Aeon. I get it. We've had the
Conversation,
the
yeah.
angry samurai gunbreaker conversations.
We just need reworks for like our jobs, man. Just reworks, please.
Let's fix our jobs, please, Square.
Please
However,
fix.
we don't have to worry about this right now. However, actually, there is both of our jobs on Astro right now, so we'll see if our jobs can work together.
It's okay. You know, like eight together strong. So our scuff jobs are godlike together. Trust, real.
Oh no,
And looks like
Citri's
we have
in trouble. They do manage to get their dart up at time. Wait, holy moly, Sylvie got counter-sent and fell down. I think they committed too much to DPS. Noodles is super low. They are trying to heal up with Chaotic Spring. It's not going to be enough, and they do end up falling.
Looks like it was like a soft send on another target, so Sylvie just wasn't ready for the burst. So yeah, they kind of just sort of debated with that. Very nicely done. Valiant Wong has now reset, so we are looking at a pretty bad situation for Umbra here. The mana levels, our economy is just not good. They're now just in their spot trying to stagger.
Yeah, Flan falling there is not good for them because they do end up staggering, but it looks like the rest of their team have managed to back out and regroup.
Yeah.
I wonder, if you were Astra then, would you have sent everybody just to like try to get more kills? Actually, hold off on that.
No,
for a
I mean,
second. Let's
like
see if
touching
Valiant
50
can
is the
actually get
first
away
part.
or not.
I think like touching 50 definitely is the biggest value to like you want to get first. You know, it's a great way to like set the pace of the game, in general, and then you can like focus maybe later on like just staggering. Because once you get the 50, really then you're just forcing everyone and Umbra to like hop on it just to stop the break, which no one wants to do in this meta because they get cleaved. So yeah, it's a big game state to like touch 50 first. So I respect.
Oh, I think Valiant's going in trying to spin to win. Can they take anyone down?
Nope, because it's Gunbreaker
like...
LB. It's fucking shit.
Oh no, look, Noodles is in trouble. They've really had their eye on her today. She will fall before being able to get the ground pop. The actual 50 was broken off from the side while I wasn't paying attention. Oh, look at this. Citri has their limit break available. Do they have cheating? Oh, they're trying to stand up in time. Oh no, do they actually manage to get away? It looks like they do. However, oh no, Sylvie's in trouble. What is happening to our poor Sylvie?
Yep. Oh, they do get a trade on Elsie though.
They do on point, however, it is still 1-to-1, so 4v4 both sides still. Merlin is trying to reset. There's Citri Zan, and it takes down Noodles right as they got back. They didn't manage to get into the air quickly enough. Citri should be able to get away. I don't think Umbra has the chase down to actually rat her down. Skadi is kind of being pushed back away from the point now.
Great job with Chile and Valiant, like actually with the covering of Citri. Like, did you see how to Corundum? You know, like Aquavale, it was nice, very good.
Definitely Citri feeling supported on Samurai right now.
Yep.
Merlin just looks like they're unloading Primal Fury onto Cassie and Sylvie. Flan is next.
Nice.
Not much they can do. They will just continue to take point. Those respawn timers on Umbra are getting longer and longer.
They do have Exodia this fight though, but they have to use it here. So they are more likely to win this engagement, but the thing is now, even if they do, they still have that uphill battle.
Oh. Chili gets a nice beam. That does consume quite a lot of guard, so we will see the big Baja come out from Skadi. This might actually completely sway the fight. Valiant can't get their spin off. They are just so low. I feel like they have to put everything into recuperating. Citri can't even stand up. I think they just got cleaved together.
I also
completely right,
I think Noodles got her LB ghosted. The LB bar is at 0, and
oh no.
Yeah. I mean, okay, they did win that engagement, but I think because of the ghosting, because they just sent super fast onto Noodles, it wasn't as efficient as it could have been. So, and now they have to like contend with a Samurai and Bard LB coming up soon. Bard LB not as scary. I mean, the mana loss is going to be annoying, but Samurai and Gunbreaker is going to really stall the point.
Oh, they do look like they.
Oh!
Holy moly!
So just kill the white mage. Fine.
they're ignoring the point now. They're just looking to try to fight. I wonder if... I mean, they do have to try to push it, but they have a member advantage. Stitchery does try to get the trade. I don't know if that's worth it.
Yeah, because now the LB economy isn't like super good right now. We'll see. I mean, listen, we've seen unorthodox plays work in these in these events before, so you know, it could even
right now has gone into ice. They are looking to set up their guard. Daddy Chili has that LB available. Can they survive long enough? Can they get the counter send? Chili, it looks like they're going to be taken down before they get a chance to use their beam. Actually, no, they do manage to recuperate spam up quite a bit. Cassie fell. Noodles is low. Will she get up this time?
Nice team!
Noodles didn't get up in time!
Very nice. There
That
we
is
go.
absolutely huge from Chili. Merlin and Citry seem to be cooking right now as they manage to end the game. Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah, Merlin was in fact cooking. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But no, I mean, like, just genuinely, like, I think they wanted to, like, just pressure at that point and not save the LBs, because given how, like, I guess the position of the crystal, it was just a bit away from speed lane, so they couldn't really get like quick returns to the point. I think they just wanted to get as much damage as possible to out attrition the enemy. Like, that's kind of like what I noticed. Maybe if it would have been a different thing if the crystal was like smack dab in front of speed lane, but because it was out, that means even if they did take the speed lane to return back to the point, they wouldn't be able to line of sight to like dash in and stuff, right? So their return time gets exponentially increased, and I think they were just the sort of Ash was just more concerned with just keeping the crystal there and by any means possible. So, and it worked out clearly.
Oh, that game had my throat, so I think after this next match I'll probably get a drink.
Yeah, of course.
Hydrate, brother, hydrate.
Yeah. I mean, half of it I still have that nasty cold, but like, wow, I got scratchy there.
What I was surprised about was how fast the damage was on Astra's side to like constantly just catch Noodles off the, like, so basically, like, you know, first it was the ghosting and LB, but even like as you mentioned, like killing Noodles before they were even able to she was even able to get up into the air was crazy. Like,
I think a couple of times it was from I think there was at least one or two times that she went into life right as everybody's center.
Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
I think that's just Dragoon life, isn't it? Going to life to get targeted.
I think it's like what they were doing was just rolling on the Dragoon so that they don't go into life, or it's very unsafe for them to go into life in the first place. That's like the main thing. So I think basically when that did happen, you know, unfortunately it did mean that they were already swinging into Noodles. I think it's just like sort of a general I guess like approach they had. That was just like a default, just hey, Dragoons here, shut down the damage. But even so, it wasn't like they were always like looking. So I think it was a situation where they also desynced the movement of Umbra enough so that like every time, you know, the Dragoon was a good target, it was because the front line had already been pushed back because they had been so heavily pressured. So I think in general, yeah, they played pretty damn well. Especially considering, right, it's a Scholar on the enemy team and you have a Samurai, which the Scholar LB just shuts down, or Scholar toolkit in general just shuts down Samurai LB. Citry played that very, very well and very restrained. Sort of just looking for any kill rather than just trying to get like mad Zannies, Zantetskins. So, you know.
Respectable though, respectable.
You have to, right, at that point.
The trigger discipline is... It's definitely a skill. You commented on it earlier, but I'm not sure if it was in regards to the same thing. But it's a huge thing for individuals, not just teams.
Yeah. For sure. But yeah, no, like obviously, like Noodles is a really good player and stuff like that. So it's more so that like just Ash was so on point with how they were like focusing their targets. I mean, you know, just the really good teamwork and just generally good awareness, you know.
People would be
Also just
surprised
reinforcement.
how fast you fall with 5 people just rolling you.
Oh yeah.
It's,
No,
you
honestly,
don't experience that in like casual queues very often, so I think people would genuinely be shocked just to say, wait,
Yeah.
what happened to 30,000 of my health? Nobody hit
Yeah.
me with anything big.
Look, yeah. And the thing is with the Dragoon, right? It's what's really painful about it right now. It's because we're in a range meta, right? There's a lot of range, and Horrid Roar is only 10 yalms. You and I both know that's nothing as melees. 10 yalms
Yeah.
is nothing. So yes, okay, congratulations, you mitigated damage of like the melees in general. But meanwhile, there's like 2-3 other ranges still hitting you for full damage from a distance. You can't really go into life. It's so like I would say it's very hard to play melees in general in this meta, as it stands. So shout out to all my melee homies. If you're playing it, you're the real ones. You know, the queues still need you, but the queues don't deserve you.
Yeah, the queues need you. Real
But they
quick
don't
shout out
you.
to Shizuko. Thank you for the gifted sub. For our boy Roy. Roy Tempest, how's it
I
going,
miss
brother?
Roy.
I miss Roy too.
Yo,
I love Roy.
we do love Roy. Roy is our
I think we're
boy.
going to see a couple of changes in comps right now. Things look to be getting jumbled around. We're seeing some role switches. We don't see any more samurais. It looks like we see some monks now. We see a red mage being picked out too. Okay.
I think we're filled up on samurai and gunbreaker gameplay. You know, we've eaten good tonight, right? You know.
You're right. We can't be greedy.
Yeah, you know. So I feel it's like I'm also keen to see other jobs like take the spotlight. So I mean, you know, right now, I mean, okay, we have Direxel on red mage. I don't think we've seen a red mage tonight, so that's nice.
No, I don't think we have.
And I don't think we've seen a monk either. So Meteor Drive is on the menu.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and they put like things that frustrate me about CC into like a bingo card, and they asked for my input on a couple of them. Meteor Drive was my suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit salty about Meteor Drive, so
I think most people are. I think it's really unfortunate because of how strong Meteor Drive is. Monk core kit, it doesn't feel as good as it used to in Endwalker, because you know you have that, you're more like just shooting fireballs and stuff, like you're almost like a caster or like a ranged, right? Sure, you go in and out to dip into do your Phantom Rush, but what I will say is because they added more GCDs to the Phantom Rush combo, it takes longer to get to it, so your profile's like really slow, and with no stun, you're just you are chasing people down, but you don't have any lockdown, so it feels kind of weird.
See, when I play Monk, I really struggle to actually get my Phantom Rush out. Like, my combo will just keep breaking, but I still feel like I'm doing decently. But I really struggle to use it more than, like, 4 or 5 times a game.
Yeah.
And I think that uptime is one of, like, the key things that separates, like, an average Monk from, like, a really good Monk. They'll know,
100%.
like, oh, I need to extend my combo instead of, oh, I want to do this for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's like reading the flow of battle, like what is more, I guess, vital at this point in time, like prepping for the big burst that I have with the Phantom Rush, or just trying to help secure the kill right now, and you know, trying to like play that balancing act. It's very high skill, but it is slightly awkward, you know, and I think the main reason is because like the devs sort of identified, hey, having a stun and then on top of that an unblockable stun that is also uncleansable is kind of insane. Fair enough, but what have they done already to Monk? They've, you know, taken away the stun, they've increased the charge time for the limit break to 80 seconds from the 60, and it's still one of the strongest, if not the strongest LB in the game, right? So
it's an LB that also encourages teamwork as well. Like,
yeah.
It's, if your team is capitalizing on it, it will feel like it's rewarding 120%. But if your team isn't capitalizing on it, it feels like underwhelming in my opinion.
For sure. But like, especially in high ranks and stuff like that, I mean, provided, you know, you're putting the one marker on whoever you're medioing, it generally gets followed up. And especially in LP where, you know, you're on comms with everyone, it's
kind of like a more
unfair.
reliable ninja, but for one target only.
Yeah, precisely. So I think, I don't know, that might need a rework as well. We'll have to see what happens. I mean, you know, next expansion isn't super far away. I mean, we're in the last, you know, couple of patches left for this one, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're in this current expansion, Dawn Trail, so let's talk about the game. And everyone's just kind of playing slow right now because, yeah, with no real front lines, this is just kind of... Actually, there's not a single melee on Umbra. There is no melee on Umbra.
Of themselves, however, they do get a huge chunk of damage on Darizel. They have their guard up. They got no health left. Will they get that last hit through? No, they won't. Cell ends up falling. I don't think they managed to get their riddle off. Verena is super low. Oh my god, Cassie as well. Did Cassie end up falling? I don't even know what killed Cassie in the end, but that is really not good. Mistress Nani is the next target. The Bard Astra trying to walk their way out. They still had their guard available, but it's only got a couple seconds left. Oh my goodness, that is not good for Valiant. They are trying to play backmate, but they ended up in melee with the rest of their team. Not really able to support them as they kind of had to reset. However, UC trying to take that point aggro. It looks like they actually get silenced. They try to get away. The chase down from Cassie on Viper. Oh my god, Sugar Snap force. They weren't able to get their beam up off, and that is actually probably one of the big factors. That is one of the things leading to this team fight going so poorly for Astra. That beam is a huge chunk of damage. It is a huge CC and resource waste.
I like to point out that this team on Umbra has an obnoxious amount of like CC. I mean, you have like 3 silences whenever, and you got a stun as well. And of course, like what, you know, Black Mage can build up Frost as well. So what they're just doing is they're just like chain stunning and like chain CCing here, which is kind of working out for them. It's very funny.
I'm interested more in the lack of a melee. Sure, I understand they have like half melees on the Red Mage and Black Mage.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, right?
We're kind of seeing Astra struggle here. Cell can't get off in time. Obviously, there's a little bit of like limit breaks coming out. Like we saw Babaha in that fight.
Yeah.
I don't know why this is working. I'm trying to figure that out.
It's really interesting. So, okay, with how they did it in opener, is like you notice this. Yes, despite having, I was saying like, oh my god, wait, I just realized there's no melees. But Umbra was still the one that played aggressive first. And I think it's because they understood that if they play too slow, they would have just let the White Mage and break charge up, right? And that would have been like a bit of an issue. And I think just...
it goes up into the air.
Wow, that's a lot of guards.
A lot of guards on Umbra, which means there is nothing that they can do. Cell has their limit break still. They pop their riddle. They drop the Meteor Drive. Unfortunately, Tyro look like they survived for a second. I think Nani actually manages to finish off that kill for their team.
Yep.
And Astra begin to push back.
It's all looking a lot better for Astra right now. They finally found their momentum that they've been looking for this entire game. Now they're just gonna basically just run down a few people, kill Valiant on point. Valiant's just trying to like basically buy time for the team, dying on point. That's respectable. But now they have to worry about that White Mage limit break that's coming up here. Cell goes down though.
So many good silences come out from Darizel that prevent people recuperating. Cassie's trying to recoup up. I don't think they have scales. The ground pot's available. They do they have guard as they come out of it? Is there enough healing coming out for Sugar Snap? No, there is not.
Taro secures the kill. Very nice. Gets a nice little E-Freak dash in to basically finish it off. Sugar Snap now taking a low damage, caught in the middle of everybody here. And that is just going to be one less White Mage for them to deal with. Taro still has LB ready to go. They could save it for the next fight. Mistress Nani has to leave here. They do have probably potential to survive here.
It'll be tough.
But they jumped back away from the pot. No! That is not
what an interesting cake by UC. I'm surprised that was used then.
Oh, UC likes to do that to like basically establish and reinforce momentum. It's a momentum push because, you know, that huge damage buff is what they really wanted to just like do and to help stagger the kills in this situation. And they're just trying to like, yeah, like because right now it's super close, right? To the end goal. So now Verena has to get on point, which means that it's a forced LB usage. Not an issue right here because there's no teammates to follow up.
Oh yeah, a big sign again from Darizel that prevents the healing from Verena. No one can stand up to this CC comp.
And then it just secures the win. Yeah, no, like UC did that knowing the positioning and the respawn timers to basically help stagger, to help force a stagger state. And yeah, it gave them the exact situation they wanted to secure the win. Very nicely done.
Well played, both teams.
That was pretty exciting. Yeah, Gidson's got it right. They don't need a front line. It's guerrilla warfare.
Basically, yeah. There's just so much CC coming out of that team that if a front line goes in, they just get blasted by like stun, silences, whatever. And yes, they can purify, but now that costs mana, the resilience doesn't last as long, so they'll find themselves needing to press guard anyway. So the idea is that by the time they've reached to the back line, they've already lost maybe like, 70% of their HP bar, which is not great, in terms of like HP economy. So yeah, I guess that's how they did it. I mean, to be fair, Palystra makes that work incredibly well. Like, I think in a map with more walls, that's not going to be as effective, but because there's nothing in the middle, it's like a no man's land in Palystra, right? What can you really do? Because yeah, so like they had to stay back, right? So that's why Umbra was able to go in, because the minute they poked out, they were just gonna get blasted. Totally understand that. And when you don't have a tank, it's all just melees as well. Yeah, it can be quite hard. And here's the other thing as well. They were shutting down the monk at the exact moments as well. Like, I think they were like paying attention to the riddle of Earth timers, because unfortunately just Cell was just not able to get riddle of Earth off. I mean, it's just like, or just before they pressed it, silence, stun. They were so on point with that.
Prevention is it's what's the saying? It's like a prevention is better than a cure.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, exactly that. And they made it work. So I mean, wait, we have 2 bards. We have 2 bards on Astra.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll drop and we will restart. That's on me. I didn't check. Whoops-a-daisy. It happens. We've been through worse together. Okay. Alright, let's see. Now, we'll give them a chance. That's on me. My bad, people. My bad. Okay, now we're ready. And I think I've lost my casters. In the chat, please let me know if you can hear me or either of the commentary. I think we are having Discord issues. You can hear me, but not the Australian. Uh-oh, I can't hear my casters. Alright, guys. It's on me until they get back. I know, it is not ideal. It is not ideal. Alright. Let's see here. They looks like Umbra's gonna wait out Astra's approach, and of course they're gonna pile damage onto Cassie because she's in front and they're all ranged. Target acquired, target neutralized. Just like that. Astra is soaking up lots and lots of damage. Unfortunately, that's the cleave meta at work. And they're going to get another onto Cell. However, it's a trade, taking Valiant down with her. Farina on the run, going to go down. Nobody on Astra's looking that great, except for, I think, yeah, Cassie. Cassie's the last one standing strong. They literally just avoided hitting the Paladin, cleared out the teammates, and then carried on. Business as usual. That is, this comp is hilarious. I love it. There goes Cassie, and I think they're just going to do the same thing again. Yeah, they're just going to do the same thing again. Just wait for somebody to get in range, acquire target, take the shot, send them back to Lumbridge. No real focused damage coming out onto anybody on Umbra. Oh, never mind. I spoke, and then Dere went down hard. Good placement of the beam from Sugar Snap. Gonna get Umbra to kind of back off a bit. The unfortunate thing here is that when they back off, you're probably still in range. And again, Cassie standing strong. Looks like she's gonna get a little bit of a break here to go drink some Gatorade and get some MP back. She's gonna need it because Umbra is getting ready to fire some big bombs here. We've got a Bard, a Summoner, and a Red Mage LB ready to roll. You see a little break from Mistress Nani on Team Astra to help back her team up. They're getting real close to getting that 50. Get it on the 50. You can do it. Oh my god, I'm losing track of shit that's happening around me. Yeah, it's pandemonium out here. Dere's going to go down again. Poor Dere. I think on Astra, they're just looking for the softest targets that they can. Try to get rid of one of them just to make it a 4v. In this comp, unfortunately, since Umbra has all the momentum, they can just keep rolling. However, as we've often seen with these DPS heavy combos, as soon as you trip them up and slow them down, it swings back the other way. And maybe that's what we're working on happening here. Here's Cassie with the limit break to give her team some more survivability against the onslaught, the absolute artillery barrage that is Team Umbra. And it's a big help, but she's got to get out, give her a chance. She's covering somebody, I can't tell. It's Sugar Snap, and she goes down, sacrifices her life so Sugar Snap can beam. Wings out, laying down heat. Elsie. Next is Dere. Where is Dere? I don't even see him anywhere. Oh, he's back there somewhere. Okay. Mistress Nani loop it around to get a sideways angle on the team, lands some good cleave on the Team Umbra. They are hurting. Taro goes down. It's a 4v4, and we're fighting in 2-3 different spots now. Never mind, now they're all reconvening on the point. Valiant Wang, man alone on the crystal, gets chased off by Cell. Smart move, honestly. That's a monk back there. Gonna make it around the corner before Mistress Nani puts one in his noggin. Sends him back home. Cassie, that's my girl, staying strong. Stay strong until you gotta dip. You gotta dip. It's time to go. Locked up, chained down. You can do it. Get out of there. Back up, Terry. Okay. You know what, Astra, you guys are doing freaking hella good right now. I'm super proud of you. You guys got a little bit pushed around that first match. This time, we are swinging the momentum back around. Let's go. Let's groove. All gas, no brakes. Because this DPS comp, if you get them all revved up and going, they're going to turn it back around on you. Here we go, Astra. Here we go. This is your time. It's 3v5. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. But we've got Sugar Snap with a White Mage LB ready to go. Cell with the Monk when she comes back. Cassie nearing. Ooh. Oh, I have my percentages mixed up. Okay, Astra, you're still in it. You're still in it. It's all good. You guys had the lead. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you for following Thick Asian Cheeks. That is a name.
Okay.
That is a name. All right, Cell, first point. Tip of the spear. Let's do it, Cell. Dunk on somebody. Oh, unfortunately, Taro's going to dunk on Cell. Astra's going to win because Umbra doesn't stay on the point. Oh, my God. Woo! that was a hell of a way to bring it back. We got a set. We got a set. Hell yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get out of this. We'll switch over to this. Let me see if I can figure out what is going on. This one's going to game 3. I'm going to have my teams stand by. Let's see. Thank you for following TV Nani. TV Nani with the Ulda Britain emote. One of my favorites. One of my least used emotes, too. Unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, they are still in the Discord, but they are not a-talking. Oh, sure. Sure. Stop breaking things, man. I'm not breaking things. I am not breaking things. It's not me, it's Discord. I blame Discord. Yeah, so I did leave and rejoin. That did not have any effect because you guys could hear me the whole time. Change routing server. Oh, that's right, Merlin. I can do that. Somebody taught me how to do that not too long ago. Let's do that real fast. Let's do this here. Oh, I'm getting hella tells too. Hold on, mysterious teller. Hold on. Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, we got Fayume. We got Shimori. I will add you guys to the list. But it's, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, we changed. Let's see here. We did change the routing server. Let them join first, and then I join and swap. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, because they're popping in and out, and I can't hear them. So let me leave. Still added. It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe if we just use a different channel. A participant in the call you joined has clipping enabled. What does that mean? It's still not working. They're not muted. I'm not muted. Can I hear people in the... I can't hear anyone. Okay, so it's definitely on my end. I just don't know what it is.
John, did you break your game?
I did.
I'm sorry, baby.
No, Discord didn't change the output. All the options are still the same. All of the sources are still the same. Nothing is muted. None of the devices have changed. I don't know what it is. It literally just stopped. I don't want to delay games anymore, though. So what we'll do here is... Let me try this, actually. Maybe that works. No, that doesn't work. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, let's do that, Ash. All right, so we are going to, just for the sake of getting things moving, gonna swap over to Ashy Mirror. Let me get over there. Scuff King to save the day. That's right. Let's see here. Ash, I sent you the knock. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let's do this. Alright. I am going to get the next game going, though, so that our players aren't bored waiting for this BS. Because this one's game 3, man.